They're rallying for positive change, leading and growing intentional businesses.
I want to learn what it takes to build a business so that I can use these skills to share with others.
And creating lasting impressions within our community. We're shining a spotlight on 5 exceptional women and sharing their stories next on Downtown Now. You may have admired this artwork flourishing in downtown Bentonville across from Press Room and Onyx Coffee Lab. Curated by women-led global curator group Just Kids and commissioned by OzArt NWA, this big, blooming, beautiful mural called Summer Always Blooms was created back in 2021 by internationally renowned artist Louise Jones, known professionally as Ouizi. Ouizi was born and raised in Santa Monica to Shanghaiese parents. She's best known for her large-scale floral mural installations, which can be seen in public spaces throughout the country, from museums to public parks. Her beautiful imagery is directly inspired by classical Chinese watercolor paintings and Japanese woodblock printing. Ouizi currently lives in Detroit. You can learn more about her public art at ouizi.art. Now, just across the street, you can grab a caffeinated boost from one exceptional woman who makes an exceptional cup of coffee.
Did you know that the best barista in the U.S. lives right here in Northwest Arkansas?
Andrea Allen is also an international award winner, co-founder of Onyx Coffee Labs, putting Bentonville, Arkansas on the map as Coffee Town, USA.
Here at Onyx, we're really committed to sourcing and roasting the world's greatest coffees. That sounds really almost outlandish, but we spend tons of time just finding the right coffees, making sure they fit our flavor profiles.
It's a craft that Andrea and her husband John have been honing since launching Onyx Coffee Lab. 10 years later, Andrea made her mark on the coffee community as one of the world's best baristas.
I went to the 2021 World Barista Competition because I'm the winner of the 2020 US Barista Champion, so I got to go to the world competition. It was held in Milan, Italy in October, and it's basically just all of the winners of all of the national competitions all over the world get together. We have the same competition, and it's like a 3-day event, and whoever scores the highest points wins. So I win, and I got to represent us, not just as a U.S. barista community, but also representing my family, our company here at Onyx, and also Northwest Arkansas.
Andrea says that clout has come after years of hard work, finding balance and gaining respect cup by cup.
I mean, it's been really interesting to be a woman in this business. I mean, definitely when we first started, I had to really work hard to gain the respect of other people in the industry and just other people in business. I think I was not only a female, but I was also really young when we started. I mean, I think for women, we often find ourselves pulled between all kinds of expectations that might be on us, or if we have families, there's all kinds of other things that are asking for our attention. So I always just say that I think it's totally fine for people in our lives and for our families to see us working really hard and sacrificing to make things excellent and to do a great job at work. I feel for those women that are out there trying to make that a reality, it's okay to just go for it.
Now retired from competition, Andrea, she's not slowing down.
So I'm just focusing internally and trying to work on things inside of Onyx that I've wanted to work on for a while, but competition takes up a lot of my time and energy. But I think we're going to continue to expand as Onyx, and we want to continue to grow our footprint, but also grow in excellence and grow in all the things we do. We just want to keep getting better and keep growing in every way that makes sense.
Whether competing internationally or serving a cup of coffee in downtown Bentonville, Andrea says the recipe for her success isn't complex.
I don't think there's a ton of secrets to success. I mean, I feel like for us, like we work really hard. So just across the board, our team, and then my husband John and I, we just both want things to feel really incredible to our customers, and we want our spaces to be community spaces that welcome everyone. And so we just work really hard to make those things a reality.
From exceptional coffee to chocolate that tastes amazing, is sourced ethically, and is made right here in Bentonville. Brook Beer House shares a hike and a drinking chocolate with Markham and Fitz CEO Lauren Blanco.
Being an ethical consumer is so important to me. Add in the fact that what I'm buying is delicious and I'm sold. That is why I'm so excited to talk with Lauren Blanco today, the co-founder and CEO of Markham and Fitz. Markham and Fitz is a chocolate company based here in Bentonville, Arkansas. Their brick and mortar store, where we are visiting them today, is at 8th Street Market right behind me. Lauren is going to share with us how to make the perfect hot chocolate. Then we're going to take that hot chocolate out onto one of my favorite trails at Mount Fitzgerald. Morning!
Good morning. Thanks for coming.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I've been so excited about this. So we're here before it opens. What is going on right now? It smells amazing, like it always does, but walk me through what you're doing.
Basically, we have chocolate makers in the back that are making chocolate every day, kind of from like 8 to 4. So they're all here in the back getting everything ready before our retail staff come in to serve customers. As we make chocolate, you know, that's like the first thing that people see about us, and you know, celebrating people is really what matters. You know, we should be creating a product that helps people celebrate life and the people in their lives. Well, I have a great team, and I work with them to develop all of our new products and flavors. So we've got lots of creative people on our team, and we kind of collaborate and work together to create really delicious products.
You said you can show me how to make the perfect hot chocolate. No pressure, but I'm very excited about this.
Yes.
So, what is the first thing you need? I'm guessing really good chocolate, right?
Really good chocolate, for sure.
Yeah.
And also really good milk.
Yeah.
This is a 75% Haiti dark chocolate with Mexican chili syrup. So we'll just let that run. So as you notice, it's constantly whisking. You make it over the stove top. You just pour milk into a pot, heat it over medium heat, and then when you add your chocolate, you just want to whisk it continually until it's done, and then you pour it out.
Squish it in there.
Yeah, squish it in.
All right, we're squishing it in there. Oh, that is gonna be amazing.
Heck yeah. We work with a couple of different companies that help us source cocoa in a way that's transparent, and that they can kind of back up all of the ethical practices that are used in the supply chains. It's a step beyond fair trade. It's essentially an alternative to the commodity market. I mean, when we started a business here, a lot of times people ask why we started a business in Northwest Arkansas. And the first thing that I think of is like literally all the support that we had from different organizations that support startups, small businesses, all of the resources that we have access to. I mean, I definitely entered with a lot of blind confidence. Like, I want to learn this. I want to learn what it takes to build a business so that I can use these skills to share with others. Because I feel like business can be a force of good. And I think that's what's always driven me. You know, it's probably more that than chocolate.
Yeah.
And chocolate is like, chocolate's the icing on the cake. We always hope to continue to provide chocolate in a way that's interesting and special to our community.
And you can check out Markham and Fitz at 8th Street Market right here in downtown Bentonville, or visit them online at markhamandfitz.com. Up next, we'll have a casual conversation about Bentonville with Academy Award-winning actress and activist Geena Davis.
Being helpful is what Arvest Bank is all about. And part of being helpful is listening to our customers, which is one of the reasons why Arvest Go, our mobile app, has been certified 2 years in a row by J.D. Power for providing an outstanding mobile banking experience. You can easily pay friends, securely lock and unlock your cards, plus deposit checks, pay bills, and more. So download Arvest Go today. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
Yay, role models. Yay, mentors. Yay, heroes.
Yay, trailblazers.
Yay, every woman everywhere. Hey, when can I eat this?
Girls rule. Celebrate accordingly.
Let's all celebrate together.
Meet Kourtney Gage. She's a Bentonville teenager, a long-distance runner, a published author. In fact, her book, The Race You Don't Have to Run, details Kourtney's recovery story after a battle with anorexia. It was written with the hope to help others beat eating disorders.
Hi, my name is Kourtney Gage, and I am the author of The Race You Don't Have to Run. I am the middle child of 5 kids. I was very quiet growing up. I would never talk to people. I would just be kind of the back burner kid, like, hey guys, I'm a part of this family too. But altogether, I love my family. I'm so grateful for them. It was honestly a really good childhood. There are a lot of things that can cause eating disorders. I personally suffered with anorexia and a little bit of bulimia at one stage, but it was really quick, it was easy, I did not like it. I run cross country and track. I'm super competitive in it, I love it, and I just started seeing all these really fast Olympians who I pictured were really thin, even though they're much healthier than me, much stronger than me, and I just realized I want to be like them. I kind of fell into that trap of believing the lies in my head, believing that, yeah, to be fast, you have to be thin. And so it was as simple as that. I just started eating less, and the more I ate less, I realized I kind of enjoy this. As weird as it sounds, I was like, I'm proud of myself for not eating that day, or I'm proud of myself for exercising an extra hour today. And so I fell into that. I listened to it, and the more you go through it, the longer you go through it, the longer and harder it gets. I did not just one day come up with, hey, I'm gonna write a book. I honestly did not like writing for a long time. I love it, but only to myself. And it was actually my birthday, and I went out to talk off with my family, and I got back and I was writing a letter to myself about how I got through everything and where I am today and where I was a year ago on my birthday. And I was just writing, and it turned into like a chapter, and I was like, whoa, what if I created a book so other people could read it? And it scared me, honestly. I was like, I don't want people to read a book about me. That's terrifying. But I realized that, like, writing is a passion of mine. I do love it. Sharing it with others is scary. I did not like that part, but I just started writing, and every single day during the school year, I would write at least like 1 paragraph, because it was about my life, and I know a lot about my life. So I remember one day in my English class, I was having like a full-on panic attack, and I was so stressed, and I was like, how do I get out of this? And I just started writing, and I was like, I'm just gonna write a part of the book. And before I knew it, it became a book, and the hardest part was coming up with a cover photo for it, which is so funny because it's like 30,000 words or whatever long, and the hardest part was coming up with the cover picture.
And you can buy Kourtney's book, The Race You Don't Have to Run, online where books are sold. We all know Geena Davis from the big screen, from iconic roles in movies like Thelma and Louise, A League of Their Own, and Beetlejuice. Here in Bentonville, you may also know her as the founder of the Bentonville Film Festival. We connected for a casual conversation and covered everything from her work pushing for equal representation in media to one movie she says you must watch this weekend.
I really wanted to start back when you were holding your daughter. And this is before you created the Geena Davis Institute on Gender and Media. You're holding your daughter and you're watching preschool TV shows. And I know a lot of us moms can relate to this, but you had a very specific observation that really was a catalyst for a lot of this.
Right, exactly. So yeah, when she was about 2, we sat down to watch her first preschool show. I was very excited. And immediately, remember the first thing we watched, I noticed that there were far more male characters than female characters in something made for little kids. And I thought, what? That's weird. And then I noticed it in other shows. And I mean, some preschool shows are balanced, like the Teletubbies are balanced. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, and I saw it in kids' movies and animated stuff, and it made me think, why would we be doing this? You know, why would we be showing kids from the beginning that boys are more important than girls? And so I didn't intend to make it my life's mission or anything, but I couldn't find anybody else in the industry who noticed or who thought the same thing. Everybody I talked to said, well, no, that's a thing of the past. I think that's been fixed. And so then I thought, I better get the data. If I have the data, I could go directly to the people creating it and talk to them about it and show them in private, you know, this research. And so that's what we did. We got the biggest amount of research ever done on gender depictions. And and it proved to be the right tactic to get people to realize, you know, the change that needed to be made, and made them realize what the problem was. That was kind of how it all started.
And so over the years, you've probably researched more than just gender in children's television shows, but you've also looked at gender, you know, age in movies, race. Mm-hmm. And so can you tell us some of the observations and some of the disparity that you've noticed?
Oh, and also LGBTQ. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, we've studied all this stuff backwards and forwards, and representations for women as far as lead characters go have seen some pretty good progress, improvement, and there's been quite significant progress as far as people of color, still not up to the percentage of the population, mm-hmm. but at least definitely better. But areas like sexual identity and LGBTQ and people with disabilities, 20% of the population has a physical or mental disability, and yet it's only about like 1% on screen. So they're both very, very, very low. And so you know, we want to try to bring the voices of everybody in our population forward, and basically reflect real life, you know, encourage films in front of and behind the camera to reflect the actual population, which is half female and very diverse.
So I want to bring this to Bentonville. You decide to launch, and let me preface this. I love women that see something and they act. They see something that they don't think is right or fair, and they step in to act. So you establish the Geena Davis Institute on Gender and Media, and then you decide, I'm starting a film festival, and I'm going to do it in Bentonville. So I have to hear the whole story behind this, because I'm a Bentonville resident. I remember hearing a film festival years ago was coming to town, and I thought, well, that's not happening. So how did you get a film festival created and then brought here to Bentonville?
Well, it was chosen because it has so many movie theaters.
At the time, not so much.
There were no movie theaters at all when we started. Like, oh, this is perfect. No, but well, Walmart is our founding sponsor and had a lot to do with this happening. So you know, they recommended, why don't we have it here? And Bentonville is fantastic. You know, it is an incredible place, and the people and everything, but it's like a pocket of culture in Bentonville with world-class museum and all the fine dining and hotels and everything. Besides being the most adorable town anywhere, and kind of a throwback to another era, sort of. We walk down and get an ice cream cone at the fountain store. So
Right outside the window here. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Oh, I love that place. So so it had that going for it, and the environs are so beautiful. And we've found also that one of the huge benefits is the people who live there, who have been so supportive, so incredibly supportive of what we do, and happy about it, and loving it. If I even get on the plane to go to Northwest Arkansas, people look at me like, I know where you're going. I know why you're here. Like, I've become a mascot of Bentonville, sort of.
Well, you have, and I'm sure you're an ambassador for Bentonville in a way. And I'm curious what you hear outside of Bentonville. I'm always curious of the perception of our city beyond. What do you hear when people, kind of associate you with Bentonville?
To be honest, mostly people haven't heard of it. In
good secret.
They just, or they've heard of it because of Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
They know, oh, that's where Walmart has their headquarters. But when we introduce them to it, they can't believe it. When people first started coming to the festival and everything, they were like, "Oh my God, this is the perfect place," and it really is. It's just fantastic. It's been super for us.
Well, I want to go back to the festival, and I want to, you've showcased a wide array of filmmakers and films over the last few years, and I really want to know, how do you choose those films? How do people get involved, and what are you looking for specifically?
Right. So we have qualifiers to be able to be in the festival, and there you need to have. I don't have to tell you everything about it, but you have to be able to tell stories that either have a female or a minority lead, female or minority director, writer, production company. The cast is balanced and diverse, or the crew is balanced and diverse, and so you have to meet certain requirements to be able to be in the festival. But yeah, so that's basically how it works.
And you are the only festival that provide a great deal of support on the back end for winners. And I don't know if a lot of people here in Bentonville know that it's the only film festival that does that, as far as I've read.
Well, I don't know if we're the only one, but yeah, we have a robust program to try to help filmmakers make their second movie. That's most of them. That's what they talk about is, I managed to get my first movie made, but how will I ever get my second movie? So we have various programs and year-round activities to try to help that happen.
Well, so the festivals this year it's kind of a dual track. You have the in-person is June 22nd through the 26th. Virtual is the June 22nd through the July 3rd. And I wanted to know, what can Bentonville residents expect, and how can we support, engage with it, enjoy it?
Right. Well, everybody's been so great there, and coming to the movies and walking around and seeing all the attractions and everything. So it's been wonderful. You can get a ticket to a movie. You can come to an event, watch a panel or something. You can come to the outdoor theater, which is now called the Geena Davis Outdoor Theater. I don't know why.
We like you here. That's why.
There's one event that we have that people might love, which is called Gina and Friends, and myself and maybe 3 or 4 other female actors get together, and we read scenes from movies that were originally all male characters. And so then we make it all female characters and see if that works too. And it always works. And it's very funny. It's really funny. People might like that. We also have a volunteer program, which people get involved with. We have a student internship program this year, which had some great benefits. So that's it.
I'll share links to both of those in the story. Let me ask you this. What do you consider, I have two more questions. What do you consider success with each festival and with your work? You know, what constitutes success?
With my work, it's so much based on data. And so it's actually something we can measure very well and know what progress we're making. So that's been very helpful. So we can actually see the areas we're improving and where we need to push more. And the festival, we can see the improvement in how involved Hollywood is in it. And because, you know, we want to support unique and interesting and independent filmmaking, of course, but also we want to impact the majors, you know, and the regular commercial movies to also have much better representation in front of and behind the camera.
I want to ask one final question. Movies are obviously a reflection of our reality, but they're also a wonderful escape when we're watching so many things in the news these days. I wanted to just ask if you could share with us a movie that you like that makes you feel uplifted.
Oh, you know, the movie that has meant the most to me recently is My Octopus Teacher. This is a documentary. Yeah, it's amazing. I really recommend it. It's an amazing movie. I've watched it a few times now because I just love it.
So we all have homework before the Bentonville Film Festival. We have to watch My Octopus Teacher. Yes. Geena Davis, thank you so much for joining us. It was so nice to see you and get to chat with you today.
You too. Thank you. And it's a female octopus.
Perfect. Very on brand.
Bentonville Film Festival passes are on sale now. You can head to bentonvillefilm.org to purchase passes and make sure to follow them on Facebook to find out about events for the entire family that you won't want to miss during this year's festival. That's it for us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
We hope you enjoyed this episode, produced by the community nonprofit Downtown Bentonville, Inc. Our team works year-round to build and promote a welcoming and lively downtown Bentonville through experiences, education, and storytelling. Last year, as events were put on hold in our region, Downtown Bentonville, Inc. launched Downtown Media, a community-supported, community-driven storytelling platform. You can see our videos on social media, before movies at Skylight, and right here on KNWA. If you would like to learn more about DBI and Downtown Media, or be featured in one of our storytelling projects, or support us in an upcoming year, please visit downtownbentonville.org.